Hello friends, after understanding the basic concept of journal entry and the steps how to make a journal entry, let us take one example to understand how to make a journal entry. Example is what? Mr. Amitabh started business by bringing cash of rupees 10,000 in business. Again I repeat the example. Mr. Amitabh started business by bringing cash of rupees 10,000. So as per our step number 1, we have to decide whether it is an economic transaction or non-economic transaction. So simply one can say it is economic transaction because Mr. Amitabh bringing cash into business. Now step number 2 is what? Two accounts. Which are the two accounts involved in the transaction? So from the transaction one can say that one is capital account and other is cash account. Okay, so first step to identify the transaction, whether it is economic or non-economic. So here it is economic transaction. And step number 2 is what? Which are the two accounts involved in this transaction? Number 1 is capital account and number 2 is cash account. Okay friends, now step number 3 is what? Capital account is which kind of account? Capital account is personal account, while cash is real account. Again I repeat, capital account is what? Capital account of Amitabh Bachchan. So Amitabh Bachchan is a living person. So his account is what? Personal account. And number 2, cash. So cash is what? It is an asset. So assets accounts are generally real account. So step number 3, here we have to identify which type of accounts are these two. Number 1, capital is personal and cash is real. Now what is the rule? What is the rule for personal account? Rule for personal account is what? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Dear friend, please remember, rule for real account is what? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Here capital is the benefit giver. Amitabh Bachchan is giving benefit to the business. So capital is the benefit giver. So Amitabh's capital account is what? Credited. And what is the rule for real account? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So here cash comes in. So cash account is debited. So now it is decided which account is debited and which account is credited. So here cash account is debited and capital account is credited. Again I repeat, here cash account is debited and capital account is credited. Now how to write this journal entry? So first of all we have to make a table. First column is what? Date. Second column is particular. Third one is LF, ledger folio. Fourth one is debit and fifth one is credit column. Okay, so these are the total 5 columns we have to make. Now in date column we have to write down the date if it is given in the question. If date is not given, then we write simply number 1. First we have to write debit entry and then we write credit entry. So first we write cash account debited. Cash account debited. For debit we simply write DR. Cash account is debited. And then make some paragraph and write 2. In second line you write 2 capital account. Again I repeat, cash account debited 2. 2 means it is credit. 2 capital account. And we have to write amount in the debit column as well as credit column. We write 10,000 in debit column and 10,000 in credit column against cash and capital. And then what we have to write? We give some short description of the transaction. It is called narration. And it is always start with the word being. So we write being Amitabh started business by bringing cash of rupees 10,000. Or we simply write being business started by bringing cash of 10,000. Okay, so this is what our entry is. Parth commenced his business with a cash of 20,000, furniture of 4,000, stock of 8,000, debtors of 5,000, creditors of 4,000 and 5% loan of Mr. Shah 4,000. This is our transaction. Again I repeat the transaction. Parth commenced his business with a cash of 20,000, furniture of 4,000, stock of rupees 8,000, debtors of rupees 5,000, creditors of rupees 4,000 and 5% loan of 4,000. So here First of all, we have to identify whether it is an economic transaction or non-economic transaction. So here, this is what? This is economic transaction. How many accounts are associated with this transaction? Number 1 is cash. Number 2 is furniture. Number 3 is stock. Number 4 is debtors. Number 5 is creditors. And number 6 is loan. Total 6 accounts are associated with this transaction. We require at least 2. But here it is total 6. So it's a good one. Very good question. Okay. So now first of all, check one by one. First is cash. Cash is what? It's a real account. Real account means what? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So cash comes in, so definitely we have to debit cash account because it comes in. Then furniture. Furniture is also real. Furniture is also comes in, so furniture account is also debited. Stock, again real account. Stock comes in, so it is also debited. Now debtors. Friend, debtor is which kind of account? Debtor is personal account. Debtor is what? Personal account. And what is the rule for personal account? Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Here debtors is receiving benefit from the business, so definitely debtors account is also debited. Now creditors. Similarly, like debtors, creditors account is also personal account because creditors is a living person or some organization, some corporate, so it is a personal account. But here creditors are always receiving benefit from the business. So giving benefit of the business. So creditors account is what? Credited, because creditors are giving benefit to the business. So creditors account is credited. Again, I repeat, debtors is benefit receiver, so debtors account is debited. Creditors is benefit giver, so his or her account or its account is credited. Now what about the loan of SA? Loan of SA, again SA is a living person. So loan of SA is a personal account and Mr. Sai is giving loan to the business. So Mr. Sai is benefit giver. So his account is also credited. Okay. So now what happened? Cash 20,000 and Mr. Sai has given loan of rupees 4,000. That is also one kind of cash to the business. So what happened? 20,000 cash is already with the business and 4,000 additional cash is receiving from Mr. Sai in form of loan. So 20 plus 4, total 24,000 cash balance in business. So when we make an entry, general entry, cash account is debited with the amount of 24,000. Again I repeat, 20,000 cash is there in business because Parth has bringing cash of 20,000 and Mr. Shah's loan of 4,000. That is also one kind of cash to the business. So 20 plus 4, total cash issue in the business is 24,000. So how to make an entry? So cash account is debited with 24,000. Furniture account is debited with 4,000. Stock account is debited with 8,000. Debtors account is also debited with 5,000. To creditors account 4,000. To creditors account 4,000 and to Mr. Shah's loan account 4,000. Now, as per the dual aspect concept, double entry system, we have to debit and credit with an equal amount. Now, whatever amount is debited, the same will be credited. The amount, suppose debited amount is how much? Cash 24,000, furniture 4,000, stock 8,000, debtors 5,000. 20 plus 4 plus 8 plus 5. Total amount is how much? It is 41,000. 24 plus 4, 28 plus 8, 36 plus 5, 41,000. While in credit, it is only 8,000. So difference between debit and credit is what? 33,000. So that 33,000 is what? It is the capital of Mr. Path. So our general entry is like that. Cash account debited 24,000, furniture account debited 4,000, stock account debited 8,000, debtors account debited 5,000, to creditors account 4,000, to loan of Mr. Shah 4,000, to Path capital account 33,000. And then we write being what we write? Being Path commence business with cash, furniture, stock of goods, debtors, creditors and 5% loan of Mr. Shah. Okay, so this is the most crucial and important transaction for examination point of view. Now next transaction. sold personal scooter of 18,000 for 15,000 and brought rupees 10,000 in the business. Out of this, half amount is deposited in the bank to open an account. See the first part of the question. Sold personal scooter of 18,000 for 15,000. So this is the personal transaction. The first part of the transaction is a personal one, so we ignore that side. Now after and what they write? Brought rupees 10,000 in the business. That is important. Brought 10,000 in the business. That is important. And out of which what happened? Half amount is deposited in a bank. So second portion is what? Brought 10,000 to business. So total amount of business brought into business is what? 10,000. Out of which half amount deposited in bank. So how many account associated with this second part? Number 1 is capital of 10,000. Number 2, cash account. And number 3, bank account. Cash is what? Cash is a real account. So cash comes in. So definitely cash account will be debited. Number 2, bank. Bank is a personal account. Because we deposit amount in a bank. So bank is a personal account. So bank account is also debited because bank is benefit receiving end. So bank account is also debited as per the rule. And capital. 10,000 rupees capital given to business. So it is benefit giver. So capital account is credited. So now what is the entry? Cash account debited 5,000. Bank account debited 5,000 to capital account 10,000. Okay. And what is the narration? We write just like being sold personal scooter of 18,000 for 15,000 and brought 10,000 into business, and out of which 50% amount deposited with bank. Okay. So this is what another important transaction.